How's everybody doing? My name's Betchman, and welcome back to more Pokemon, VGC, shenanigans, things, everything else. We're back after a little while. A lot was going on with life, with being sick for one for almost close to 2 weeks, and then moving on top of that. So things got really busy. However, I was still trying to do as much as I could with Pokemon Champions and testing out teams, especially with the new season with Regulation MB starting. And I had a lot of teams that I ended up trying, but I kind of wanted to settle back into the team that I enjoyed using the most, which ended up being my snow team that got me to Champions in the first place. I tried that team in the beginning, it wasn't great, so I made some changes, especially with there being new items, new Pokemon, so I did tweak it a little bit. Still, some things are kind of the same, some things are a little bit different, so we're going to run through that, as this is the team that was able to get me to Champion Tier this season. And some of the accomplishments too included being able to face and beat the Japan Championships champion in one of the matches, Ko. It was a really good match. He was using, I believe, Mega Pyroar at the time. And this team does a very, very good job into a lot of the meta. So I'll go through the Pokemon first and then kind of go over the matchups really fast. So Pokemon, of course, it's going to be Mega Frostus on the team. The change I did make is I took off Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil felt fine, but at times I felt myself that I wasn't really clicking it very often, and going against Trick Room teams felt like I needed to have something to be able to stop those instead of relying on getting freezes and whatnot, or trying to like instantly KO the Trick Room setter. So what I came up with was going with Taunt. Taunt ended up being a really, really good tool to use on Frostalus. Most people are not going to expect Taunt on Frostalus, because most of the time it's going to be Aurora Veil, Shadow Ball, and Blizzard. Sometimes people are running Thunderbolt, but not very often. So Taunt ended up being huge of being able to take out those Trick Room teams, and it has been really, really nice, especially being able to stop things like redirection from either opposing Sinnies or Mouse Holds. So it has come in clutch and really, really helped with winning a lot of battles. Of course, the team couldn't be complete without having Glaceon on the team. Glaceon, I tried a couple different sets with it, a couple different items. I tried using like Focus Sash at one point too, but ended up just sticking with the same set that I had beforehand. It just feels the best overall. Same moveset as last time too, Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Ice Shard, and Protect, running the Never Melt Ice item, so we were able to do really, really big damage with Blizzard. That was probably the thing that I didn't like so much about Sash is, yes, we're able to take like one really big hit like from like a Mega Swampert or something, but not being able to dish out that damage that's really, really needed, especially when you can go double Blizzard and take a lot of things out, was really, really crucial. So we went back to the Never Melt Ice item. Next is Sneasler. Now it is the same moveset, but different spread of stats and then different items. So we are going with just standard max attack, max speed, going Adamant, and we are going to be Sash. We're not going to be running White Herb. Sash just felt a lot better for the current meta. There's a lot of things that just do a lot of damage really, really fast, and White Herb, it just kind of felt hard to try and get set up, especially like the bulkier set, so I felt like it was better to go with like the Adamant set, do lots of damage as much as possible, have Sash to be able to live a big hit, have Unburden proc, and fire back with even more damage. Next is going to be King Gambit. I did change the setup the last time. I believe the set last time was Black Glasses, and I think I had Iron Head. This time I am Choppleberry with Low Kick. Changed the spread a little bit too on things, so I'm not just straight up max HP and attack. I did want to have some speed investments, so I'm ensuring that I'm outspeeding opposing King Gambits. I am outspeeding a lot of actually Tyrannitars as well to be able to get the one shot on those. So it's been a very, very huge change to the team, but it's felt really, really nice as well. Next is Garchomp. Now we brought Garchomp back. I ended last season with using Hisuian Arcanine. With everything right now and how popular Garchomp is, it wasn't a good call. So we changed it back to Garchomp because Life Orb is here. And just going max speed, max attack, you're doing an insane amount of damage. With Life Orb, you're able to take out the opposing Charizards easily, one-shotting, I'm pretty sure like 99% of the time, every opposing Garchomp you go against, and then Earthquake just ends up being a huge move to get really, really big damage off. And then the team is rounded out with Talonflame. So beforehand, we used Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's nice, but being able to have priority Tailwind is huge, and a priority Brave Bird is really big. This is a Talonflame that's rocking Sharp Beak with just max attack and speed, and it's jolly. But having Sharp Beak with Brave Bird, it's dishing out a lot of damage. A lot of cases, I could lead something silly like King Gambit and Talonflame and just go like into a Charizard Y team and just go for Brave Bird, Sucker Punch, and take Charizard out immediately that easily. Even something like leading it next to Sneasler is also a really good thing to do as well. So all in all, it felt really, really good on the team, especially now with things like Metagross and Goldango. You do have that fire type user with Flare Blitz. You can use Stun to your advantage, get off big Flare Blitzes, and just do a lot of damage. So overall, it has felt really, really good on the team. Having some kind of priority has been huge. It can catch your opponents off guard a lot if they don't fully understand how Gale Wings works. And if you don't know how Gale Wings works, it is priority, increases the priority of Pokemon flying type moves by 1 stage while it's at full HP. So as long as I keep Talonflame alive, I am doing Brave Bird first at least one time since I take the recoil damage over something like Acrobatics. But, excuse me, overall, this team felt fantastic. Let me pull up the replica code and I'll go over a couple other things with the team real quick as well. Okay, and here is the replica code for the team if you guys want to try it out for yourselves. The team does a very, very good job into a lot of the current meta, into the opposing Charizard teams that actually are like the big 6. It actually does really, really well. Garchomp ends up being like the sole answer for that, being able to have Frostless to change the weather. Sneasler also does really good into it, just firing off Dire Claws as well. So it does do very well if you're able to read the matchup correctly, and hopefully it's always tough to call if they're going to bring Flow or Zard, but you have a lot of answers for it. Team also does very well into Rain, being able to turn off the Rain of Frostless, having something like Glaceon with Freeze Dry, which will one-shot Pelipper, Swampert, you name it, it'll take those out with ease. So it does really, really well into those teams as well. The Raichu teams it does good into. Some of the teams that it's a very difficult matchup into is going to be something like Metagross or Mawile. The steel types, like the Mega Steel types, is really difficult for the team just because Frostless and Glaceon have a really hard time with it. But the matchup is doable, it's just very difficult. So without further ado, we will see if we can maintain our champion tier status, get into some matches, and hopefully, fingers crossed, not face any Metagross or Mawiles. Alright, and first battle is a bit of a different team. I haven't seen a team like this. I've seen the Delphox like Protect the Queen and Floette Protect the Queen teams, but I haven't seen one with Blastoise. So we got potentially Mega Blastoise with Cinny, Delphox, Sneasler, Incin, and King Gambit. Now we win the Weather War easy, excuse me, but getting rid of Delphox is going to be difficult. So we could just straight up go Frostless with Talonflame. That is something we can do. I don't know if Brave Bird actually will one-shot Cinny if it does get sent out. Definitely won't if he leads with Incin. Part of me just wants to go with Sneasler and Talonflame, to be honest. Have Frostless in the back, and probably Garchomp would be our best bet. I really want to bring Glaceon into this match, but Glaceon doesn't seem like it's going to like this match too much, especially with something like Delphox. So we're going to bring Garchomp, and we're going to go with this. Glaceon does do well into certain things, but it's not great into a Delphox. That'll do an insane amount of damage, and with the redirection, Blizzard isn't really doing much. So we got Delphox, and we got Sneasler, and we're going to go for our Sneasler and our Talonflame. So I'm assuming he's going to go for trying to stop our Tailwind, which makes you just want to go with like Dire Claw and Tailwind, or Protect, to be honest. I'm assuming the set's going to be Heat Wave, Psyshock, Nasty Plot, and Protect on Delphox. So we're going to go with this. I'm going to bet that he's going to go for the Fake Out and a Talonflame, because most of the time you're going to want to try and stop that Tailwind immediately. Especially since it breaks the Gale Wings proc. So we do Protect, hopefully he goes Fake Out into that slot, which he does, which is perfect. We do live a Psyshock if he goes for it into Sneasler, which he does. So we do get to fire off a Dire Claw into Delphox. Maybe get like a Sleep proc. That would be really nice. Does over half, and we get a Paralysis. That's huge. Okay. That alone might have just got us the win for this game. So we're going to go... Honestly, at that point, I just kind of want to double his Sneasler. Because I'm going to assume the Sneasler is going to be sashed. So I'm going to go Brave Bird with Dire Claw. Now that my Unburden is procced, we'll see if he's sashed or not. It is sashed. Now the question is my Sneasler faster? So maybe I should have gone for Flare Blitz. This could be a mistake. Get damaged by the recoil. And okay, I am faster. So that could have actually been really, really bad. Crit did not matter. Could have been bad if he was the... Oh, okay, we're going to immediately win that match after 2 turns. So, as you can see, Sneasler and Talonflame is a really strong lead. It kind of is as simple as that, I guess. We increased our lead, not our lead, but our streak to 5 wins, and we're at 2205, so looking pretty good. See if we can't get 2 more wins, but that was a very fast battle, and hopefully we can showcase the team a little bit better. Okay, so now this is going to be a much, much tougher matchup. We got Mega Swampert Rain with Mawile. Mawile is not our friend. That thing is really difficult to deal with and take care of. And he's got Screams of Grimmsnarl, so it's going to be overall a really difficult match. Question is he going to bring Mawile, or is he going to bring the Swampert, which is what I'm unsure of. Part of me wants to go Talonflame and Frostless. That way I can ensure that I'm faster than a Swampert no matter what. Part of me also wants to go with the Sneasler Talonflame lead again. I do think that I need to have Garchomp in the back. I do need to have multiple answers to get rid of Cindy, though, and at least one really good one to get rid of Mawile. Sucker Punch is going to be so annoying. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess he's going to go Grimmsnarl and Swampert, and he could just go Parting Shot. Well, we're going to go for this. We're going to go Talonflame, and I think the right answer is Garchomp. I really want to bring Sneasler, but I think the right answer is Garchomp, so we're going to bring it. It could be a mistake with bringing Glaceon into this matchup. If he does bring Mawile, we're going to have a really hard time. It's not impossible, but it'll be difficult. Speak of the devil, there it is. Okay, so I want to say we outspeeded with Glaceon. Ugh. I'm thinking I have to go like Shadow Ball into Mawile and Blizzard. I mean, it's the only option I have, and I gotta hope for Snow Cloak shenanigans. Or Freeze. Freeze or Snow Cloak. I should be faster than Mawile though, so I'm gonna go for... Yeah, it's kind of the only option that I have. Hopefully he does not protect Mawile. Because as soon as that thing's gone, we have a much, much easier time of winning this match. Does go for the Mega Evolution, so we don't have to worry about Swampert, which is really nice. But I don't like dealing with Mawile because it does so much damage of huge power. Okay, we do get a Shadow Ball off, so let's see how much it does. Drop? We don't get the drop. Flash Cannon into Glaceon, we should be living. We live it pretty good. And we are faster, so if we freeze, it's so close to getting a KO. And freeze. Okay, we got our Chaladon. Mawile. Stamina boost, do we get Mawile? We don't, but it goes for Swords Dance. Honestly, that's fine. This is where I see him going for Cinny at this point. Because I think he's going to bring out Cinny, I'm going to swap out. I'm going to swap out for Talonflame. I'm going to go Blizzard again. I don't think he brings out Pelipper here. I think he's going to bring out Cinny. He wants to get the health regen. Interesting. Not at all what I thought was going to happen there. Arch stays frozen, so that's good for us. We can, at this point, bring out... I feel like we can bring Garchomp pretty safely into this now. Because Brave Bird will get the KO on Mawile. Could also just Flare Blitz if I wanted to play it safe. Sucker Punch is going to hurt so bad on everything. I should have just double Blizzard there, but I really thought he was going to bring Cinny out. How obvious is that? Me going Brave Bird and Protect? Now he's going to bring it out. Okay. Oh, it's Pelipper. Okay, that's fine. Just don't Protect. I'm protecting as a just in case. He does also protect though. Well, that's not bad, to be honest. Because what I could do here, I could just go Brave Bird into... either way, I'm going to lose my... let's see here. What do I want to do? I could swap into Frostless at this point. I actually think I'm just going to go Brave Bird into Pelly, and I'm going to go for Rock Slide. Okay, we did get the call on the switch. I had a feeling he was going to go for Arch, and that's fine. Because now we get a big Brave Bird into Pelly. That might be Citrus? Okay, it is Citrus. We do get Rock Slide off. We get a Flinch, that's huge. Because it prevents him from going for Tailwind, because I'm assuming that's what he's going for, is Tailwind. Lose a little bit of HP from Life Orb. If we get the Flinch... he actually goes for Hurricane, which I did not expect. Which we do live. But we do get confused. We haven't seen his fourth Mon. It has to be Sinistcha though, I feel like. So I'm gonna go Frostless and... I think I'm just gonna go Frostless and Rock Slide. I don't need much of anything else from Talon during that match right there, but I don't want to lose it quite yet. Okay, Pelipper goes away. And it is finally Sinistcha. Okay, so that's what I've been expecting this entire time is Sinistcha. So Arch gets some HP back. It is going to be... Oh, it does thaw out, so it does protect, which is fine. Yeah, thawing out's not the worst thing in the world, but I could have done so much more damage to it. So Cinny's gonna go down to a Blizzard 100% from this range. Problem is... Arch is not, and that's a problem. So we're gonna go Blizzard, and... I think I have to go Rock Slide if I'm being honest. I have to go for the Flinch. Because I don't want Arch to take out Frostless. Or, like, put it down into... Oh, okay. Is it going to be Pelipper? It is Pelipper. Okay. So, we're going to be given the weather advantage at this point. And we do lane Blizzard on both, which is huge. Okay. So, with that being said, I got both of them out. Arch does not have any stacks now, and neither does Mawile. We actually might be able to win this. I swapped to Talonflame, and I go for an EQ. because Sucker Punch isn't going to KO Garchomp. The problem is, that does seem like a really obvious play, though. If I'm being honest. It's a super obvious play. But I think I go for it. So it does feel like the best possible outcome. I am just still scared of that Sucker Punch because I feel like even though it doesn't have the Swords Dance, it's still going to KO me through Snow Boost because of huge power. You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if my opponent reads through what I'm going to do. Okay, it does protect on Mawile, which is kind of what I expected. I mean, maybe he went for Electro Shot into Talonflame. That would be something. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I lose some HP. I'm going to lose Garchomp from a D-Pulse, most likely right here. Yeah. Totally fine. I mean, it's not fine. From this point... what I feel like is the best option here is to... Whoops. I feel like I just go for like a Flare Blitz in a Mawile, and I protect on Frostless. So I feel like he's going to expect to protect on Talonflame, and I just need Mawile gone. And if it's gone, I win. So we're gonna go for it. Just because of how low I am, he might be thinking that I'll just protect and go for Sucker into Frostless. If he does, that's game. Just because I don't know for certain if I live the Sucker Punch or not. If he even has Sucker Punch. Because I've only actually seen Swords Dance. I think I've seen Swords Dance and I've seen Iron Head. So we protect. He does go for Sucker there. Okay, perfect. So we do get the call right. We do take out Mawile with the Flare Blitz, and we are going to walk away with another win. So Glaceon didn't do too much, but it did enough. I think it was the one that got the freeze on Archaludon, which put us way ahead early in the match. So all in all, the team's feeling really, really good. We were even able to beat one of our worst matchups, to be honest. Which I was really dreading going against this matchup. So at this point, we just fire off a Blizzard, and that will be the end of this match. Or it should be. And it most definitely is. Our opponent's just going to go ahead and forfeit, so that puts our win streak actually to 6 wins. Which is pretty solid. I'm glad that, you know, you never know what's going to happen when you're showcasing a team, and I'm glad it's going well. We're sitting at 137th place now, which is fantastic. So we got one more battle to do. Hopefully we can walk out of here 3-0 with the team. And hopefully we're able to showcase a little bit more of Glaceon. If not, it's okay because this team, for me, feels the best for me. So we'll jump into the next battle. Okay, and of course, I had a feeling this would happen, that the last match is going to be against Big Six, which is a team that I have gone against so many times, it's absurd. It's not a good matchup for Glaceon whatsoever. So Glaceon, unfortunately, was only able to come to 1 of the 3 matches, but it still did its job in that second game. It got a really clutch freeze and did a lot of damage. So in this match, I think what's going to be the best is going to be going for Sneasler and Talonflame, having Frostless in the back, and then it's the choice of, do I go with Garchomp, expecting it to be Zard, or do I go with King Gambit, expecting that he's going to have Basque and having a good answer to Basque. Now, personally, it is difficult because I do need to get Whims out of the way, like, as quickly as possible. I do kind of want to go Garchomp here. Something's telling me he's going to go for Zard. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but we're going to go Garchomp. We got enough answers to be able to deal with Basque Legions, so I'm not too worried about it. If he goes for Flow, it is what it is. We'll see if we can't walk away with a 3rd win and go 3-0, showcasing the team. And we are correct. It actually is Zard, so he's going to go Zard and Ensign, which I was most definitely expecting Whims. So again, most of the time, they go for... I mean, I could go for my own Fake Out. Personally, I kind of just want to go for Fake Out here and go for... Because I don't think he's going to switch into Whimsicott at all, so I can go that, and I can go with Tailwind, just to make sure that I have it up, or I could Protect. Part of me really wants to go for Dire Claw and Brave Bird into Charizard, but with Fake Out Pressure being up, I gotta go for this. So he is gonna go with swapping that out for Garchomp, which is fine with me. We go for the Fake Out, we get a crit with Fake Out, so that could matter big time. And we go Tailwind. Question is if we, at -1, still get the knockout with close combat, and I don't really know if we do or not. I'm going to swap for it, though, and I am going to go for... I'm going to go for our Garchomp, because he's most likely going to go for what I'm assuming is going to be Rock Slide. This would be a good answer into his Rock Slide. He actually takes out Incineroar, probably for... Oh, for Charizard, okay. That's a good swap for us. We go for close combat. It's going to do a little bit of damage, not a lot. And I'm assuming I'm going to see... Oh, actually, it'll be Earthquake. That's fine, too. It brings Sneasler down to its Sash. There's a lot of damage to Garchomp, though, which we don't like that. Problem is... Okay, so we have to win the speed tie. If we win the speed tie into Garchomp, we're total... Or no, we don't have to worry about speed tie. We just go Dire Claw into Charizard, and we Dragon Claw the Garchomp. Even at -1, that should still be KOing it. Right now, I believe our opponent's trying to whittle down the Tailwind turns. And if I get another Dire Claw proc on like we did in Game 1 against that Delphox, it would be huge. So I'm assuming it's going to be Incin, which it is. Sneasler goes for Dire Claw. We might get a proc. If we don't get one, Dragon Claw is going to not get the KO, and that is okay. We are doing a lot of damage. And Garchomp is going to go for Dragon Claw. Okay, fires back with Dragon Claw. And almost goes down to the Rough Skin, which would have been very nice. Oh, no, it does. It goes down to its Life Orb. Okay, so that's perfect. That is very much perfect. So at this point, we got one turn of Tailwind left. His Garchomp's down, my Garchomp is down. I need to have the weather advantage, though, so I don't want to bring in Frostless just yet. Especially because Charizard's now in the field. So, question is what I want to do here, which I'm thinking I need to go for like a double protect. Problem is if he has that dang Whimsicott in the back, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. We're sitting at what, -2? Yeah, we're -2, so we're definitely not going to get it knocked out with a close combat. We'd have to double it. Part of me really just wants to go for Dire Claw, to be honest, into... I'm going to go Dire Claw into Zard. Call me crazy. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to protect Talonflame. So he's going to take it out. I should have gone for it into the Whimsicott, because I knew he was going to swap for it. But, again, if I get some funny proc on Charizard, it'd be great if it doesn't protect. Sleep it. Poison, I'll take Poison Chip. Poison Chip is always nice. If he misses the Heat Wave, it'd be huge. Doesn't miss the Heat Wave, okay. But that's not all bad. Because we can go for Brave Bird into Charizard at this point. We don't need to have Tailwind right now. We can get it next turn. We don't even need to... Well, we do actually need to attack, so I do need to go for... This is kind of a problem. I don't have to go for weather though, so I can't just go for like a raw blizzard and go for something like Brave Bird into Zard, and it will get the KO. Yeah, let's go for that. Something cheeky like this will be what helps us win this match potentially. Because it's all about winning the weather war. Okay, he's going to take Charizard out, which could be a problem. Let's see what Whimsicott goes for. It might be Protect. Okay, so he does Protect. That's fine. We're going to go for Brave Bird. Get some good damage in instant. If we land the Raw Blizzard, it'd be really nice. It won't get a KO, not even close because he's Citrus Berry. But getting just additional damage would be nice. We do land it. It's not going to do as much as if we were Mega Evolved. Are we going to get a Freeze? No Freeze. Okay. So I really want to taunt Whimsicott, but I just need to go for Blizzard. I need to go for Blizzard, and I need to go for probably Tailwind, to be quite honest. Yeah, at this point, we got to go Tailwind, and we got to go Blizzard. And we do have to Mega Evolve. He's probably going to go Fake Out into Talonflame, which is fine. But if I can bring Whims down to its Sash, and then Zard gets brought in, it's poisoned, it'll go down to Chip, so it's going to be really close. A Freeze is just an extra perk that I can get. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, Fake Out does happen. We kind of assumed that was going to happen. And he goes Encore, so he's going to stop us from going for Tailwind, which honestly is okay. We go for Blizzard, and it could freeze. We're also going to see us go for Brave Bird into somebody. Hopefully Whimsicott. We froze Whimsicott. Okay, okay. Brave Bird goes into who? Oh, it doesn't go into anybody. Okay. I think we just win. And we go for, that's what we're stuck into, Brave Bird, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, we're stuck in a Brave Bird. Whim stays frozen solid, so we get bailed out with a freeze. I do think even if we didn't get the freeze, we would have been okay. Personally, because we're going to be faster regardless, comparatively to our opponent. So we went against some hard matchups. We went against Delphox, we went against Mawile, Rain, and we went against Big Six, and we were able to beat all of them with this team. This team is, yeah, there's some luck that goes with it, but it's a good team. I do truly think it's a good team. So I'm happy that we were able to go 3-0, showcasing the new Glaceon Snow team with Frostless, and we're now almost in the top 100, which is fantastic. We're on a 7-game win streak. I just love using this team so much. Definitely a lot of other teams I want to showcase, especially with the new season and all the new megas that are going to be, or that are out right now, as I have some ideas that I want to try, and there's other things that did well in really big tournaments, so lots to see, lots to try, but I'm glad I was able to showcase this team. I will bring back the replica code one more time so you guys can check it out. Okay, once again, here is the replica code for the team if you guys are wanting to give it a shot. This team, as you saw, is a lot of fun. As I accidentally click over to stats, a lot of fun. It does very well. It does take some maneuvering and really understanding what the team is going to be good into, but like you saw, there was some luck that came my way with a freeze in game 2 and a freeze in game 3. We also got like that Dire Claw proc too, which those are things that can happen in the game. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. We didn't have any free or misses on Glaceon, but I do really enjoy this team. Garchomp does a crazy amount of damage. Talonflame ended up actually being one of my favorite parts about this team now, because Talon does so much damage with Brave Bird and Sharpbeak. Being able to have priority Tailwind and have a fire type move is just huge, and it pairs super well next to Garchomp, so it can fire off really big earthquakes. So I really enjoyed showcasing this team to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy using it. Let me know what you guys think, as I'd love to hear feedback from how you guys try the team, and I will see you guys in the next video.